in the city of Ibadan, where today is Tuesday, the 21st day in the month of February 2023. Thank you so very much for joining us. My name is Toby Akintola. I'm your sports pass. Super excited once again to be here to give you the latest in the ever-interesting, action-packed, and sometimes controversial world of sport. Well, DJ Core is my studio manager this morning, and we are going to be doing it together. Well, let's get started with boxing news. John Fury has confirmed his son Tyson undisputed world heavyweight title fight could be delayed after talks stalled over the massive payout for both men. It has all been confirmed that Fury and Usyk won't be fighting in the Middle East, where we will have earned monstrous payday when he faces Jack Paul this weekend in Saudi Arabia. But it appears that the Middle Eastern officials weren't willing to stump up for the heavyweight clash. Where greedy up promoters don't want to pay Tommy what is what, and it is the same with Tyson. John said that is what the delay is here about. Yeah, from boxing, let's move to athletics, where suspended British sprinter CJ Uja will not be granted public funding until a sum of £10,665 is repaid to UK Sport. Where Uja was banned for 22 months after testing positive for 2 prohibited substances at the Tokyo Olympics, but he was cleared of intentionally doping. Where the UK Sports Panel has ruled the 28-year-old was ineligible for funding during his ban, which runs until June 6, 2023. Well, he said Uja will not receive further funding until the sum is paid in full. Well, Britain's quartet was stripped of Olympic 4x100 meters silver following Uja's positive test for the substances. Well, the panel found that Shinji Uja was in automatic breach of the LGBT policy owing to his previous admission of an anti-doping violation. It added that the sum of £10,665 remains outstanding until that sum is paid in full. He will remain ineligible to receive public funding. Well, UK Athletics Technical Director Stephen Maguire said in November that Uja will be considered for selection after serving his drug ban, which ends before the World Championship takes place in Budapest in August. We're still on athletics, where my namesake Toby Amusan, the world record holder for 100 meters hurdles, has been nominated for the 2023 Lawrence Award Breakthrough of the Year award. Well, the 25-year-old world hurdles champion alongside 5 other made the list released by organizers. That was yesterday. Well, the award launched in 1999 is aimed at honoring individuals and teams from the world of sports along with sporting achievements throughout the year under review. Well, Amusan is the first Nigerian to be nominated for the award. Other contenders for the prize are Elinika Rybakina of Kazakhstan, Spain's Carlos Alcaraz, the US duo of Scofield Skrifler and Nathan Chan, and Morocco international team, which got to the semi-finals of last year's World Cup in Qatar. We're moving to football right now, the king of sport. Where 2 matches were played yesterday in the Nigerian Professional Football League (NPFL). Where 2 matches were played yesterday to complete around 9 fixtures in top flight league in Nigeria. Let me start by telling you that 2 young sensations, Joshua John and Emmanuel Ogbole, scored in each half of a pulsating Group A British Premier League as their goals secured a crucial 2-0 victory for Nasarawa United over Remo Stars and moved them out of the drop zone. Where the solid miners were forced to effect a change 5 minutes before the interval after goalkeeper Jerry Isaac had been rushed to the hospital after picking up a knock trying to save a deadly ball inside his territory, with Ahmed Godwin taking his place. Where 2 minutes into the resumption, another youngster, Emmanuel Ogbole, knocked off a Remo defender before striking a thunderbolt with his weak half left foot beyond the grasp of goalkeeper Kawade Bankole to make it 2-0 for the host and the first league goal this season. When in the other match played yesterday, Gombe United spanked Plateau United 3-0 at the Pantami Stadium in Gombe. Where goals are from Anayo Oguna and Rahman Olariwaju in the first half, and Mohamed Solih's penalty in this added time of 90 minutes gave Gombe United their second home win of the season. Where the Savannah Scorpions go to the break, sitting 6th on the Group A log with 10 points in 9 games. Where that's 2 wins, 4 draws and 3 losses, scoring 7 goals in the process. Where Gombe United will be guests to Plateau United when hostilities return in the second round of the Nigerian Premier League. But that will be after the general elections. We are still with league football in Nigeria, and let's go to Osun State. We understand that the Osun State government has unveiled newly appointed head coach Seyi Ajayi for the state-owned football club Osun United. Well, the new coach was presented by newsmen at the head of management Rotimi Dumoye, the general manager of Osun State Sports Council, alongside other members of the management in Osogbo on Monday. That was yesterday. So Osun United has a new coach. His name is Coach Seyi Ajayi. Well, let's cross over to the national football scene. Our Flying Eagles head coach Ladan Bozo is confident his team can turn things around despite the defeat to Senegal in their first game at the 2023 African Under-20 Cup of Nations. Well, the 7-time champions were beaten in 19 games heading into the clash against the clubs, but fell 1-0 at the Cairo International Stadium. Well, the Flying Eagles will take on host Egypt on Wednesday in their next game. Well, for the Flying Eagles to qualify for the World Cup, they must reach the semi-finals. And Coach Ladan Bozo is, of course, optimistic that they will be able to achieve that feat. Well, before we move to Europe, we have this injury news. Well, Borussia Dortmund forward Karim Adeyemi has been ruled out of action for the next 3 weeks after he picked up an injury during the game against Hertha Berlin on Sunday. Where Karim Adeyemi was forced to come off during Borussia Dortmund's Bundesliga clash against Hertha Berlin on Sunday after picking a hamstring injury while setting up the team's second goal. Well, the German club has now announced that the 21-year-old has torn muscle fiber and will keep him out for about 3 weeks. Adeyemi's injury is a huge blow for Borussia Dortmund. The forward has made a great start to 2023 and has found the back of the net in each of his last 4 appearances. He has scored 6 goals and assisted a further 3 in 24 appearances across all competitions so far this season. Well, the German international looks set to miss the return leg of Dortmund's UEFA Champions League round of 16 tie against Chelsea. However, he could return to the squad in time for the home game against FC Köln on March 18. Of course, I'm very sure Chelsea fans are excited with this news. Karim Adeyemi scored the only goal at the Sidna Oduna Park last week as Borussia Dortmund defeated Chelsea by 1 goal. And let's move to the European football scene finally. When Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen has been passed fit by Napoli for the upcoming UEFA Champions League game against Eintracht Frankfurt of Germany. Well, Osimhen was an 84th minute substitute in the league game played on Saturday night, which made him a big doubt for the midweek game. Well, he quickly recovered and was certified fit to take part in the crucial first leg match. But the head coach Luciano Spalletti released the list of the players, and Osimhen's name was prominent in that list. So which means that Victor Osimhen will be in action today when Napoli will be involved in the UEFA Champions League. Well, some games were played yesterday. Getafe defeated Valencia by Longo. That was in the Spanish La Liga. In the Italian Serie A yesterday, Torino at home were to a 2-2 draw by Cremonese. We have 2 big games coming up today in the UEFA Champions League, biggest club competition in Europe. Eintracht Frankfurt will take on Napoli of Victor Osimhen. But the big game will be at Anfield. Liverpool will take on Real Madrid. But that's a repeat of last season's Champions League final between the two clubs. If you recall, Real Madrid defeated Liverpool to win that competition last season. So Liverpool up against Real Madrid 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Entrant Frank will take on Napoli at the same time. We have the team news here. Liverpool's success over Newcastle at the weekend came at the cost as Darwin Núñez was forced off just before the high mark with a pain shoulder problem. Where the Uruguayan was seen in training on Monday, but she missed out. Diogo Jota and Roberto Firmino were engaged in a fierce battle to complete the attack, and the former may win the head-to-head if club opts to play Godigapo centrally. However, Luis Diaz, Ibrahim Konate, Thiago Alcantara and Calvin Ramsey make up the rest of Liverpool's confirmed absence of star striker Karim Benzema after he was left out of the clash with Osasuna due to muscular fatigue. Ancelotti expects him to be fit for that encounter today. Key midfielder Aurelio Tchouameni and Toni Kroos have been suffering from illness, and both players are out. So Eduardo Camavinga and Dani Ceballos will join Luka Modric in the middle three. So that game promises to be very interesting at Anfield today. Liverpool up against Real Madrid at Anfield. That's a repeat of last season's UEFA Champions League final. And this news before I go, the Football Association of FA are looking into the fracas that involve Arsenal and Aston Villa staff during the Gunners' 4-2 victory on Saturday. But Arsenal's analyst Miguel Molina and Victor Manas had an altercation in stoppage time of the game at Villa Park. Well, at the time, Jorginho's shot was bounced off Emiliano Martinez's head, which gave Arteta's men 3-2 lead. Well, yesterday, the FA announced they are looking into the incident in the stand. But his claim Manas, who worked at the Emirates during Unai Emery's tenure, was furious at Molina's celebration in the press box. Well, still was moved in to defuse the tension, and Molina eventually left the media area. So the news is that the FA is investigating what happened on Saturday. Fracas at the media box, officials of Arsenal, and of course Aston Villa. Well, of course, that win over Aston Villa means that the Gunners are back at the top of the Premier League. Well, that's all we have time for on today's edition of Sports Lane. Join me tomorrow for another edition of the program. I've enjoyed working with DJ Cord today as my studio manager. My name is Toby Akintola. I'm your sports pal. Up next is Oba Sport with Shola Ayibadeje. I'm out of the studio.
Sport bar. In the kitchen, in your office, in your